Act 1. Almost is never enough. There was a time when I believed in the fairy tale version of love, where everything just works out. You and me, we were almost perfect, but almost is never enough, is it? We were so close to getting it right, to making it work, but there's something about almost that feels worse than failure, because you can see what could have been, but you'll never hold it. I thought you were the one. I replayed the moments, every conversation, every kiss, wondering where it went wrong. I thought you were the one who would be there when everything else faded away. I thought love was supposed to fix everything, make life feel like it makes sense. But we were chasing something that wasn't real, something that was always out of reach. We had our shot at forever, but it slipped through our fingers. And now, I'm left here, holding on to the memories of what almost was. The hardest part, knowing that no matter how much I wanted it to work, it just wasn't enough. Maybe some things aren't meant to last, no matter how perfect they seem in the moment. I used to believe that if you loved someone enough, it would be enough. But I've learned that love isn't always the answer. Sometimes love just ends. Act 2. In my head. They told me to be careful, that I was seeing you through rose-colored glasses, but I didn't listen. I was too caught up in the version of you I built in my mind, the one I wanted to believe was real. It wasn't you that I loved, it was the idea of you. Painted you a picture, I thought I drew you well. I spent so long convincing myself that you were the one I needed. I ignored the red flags, the things that didn't add up, because I was in love with the story I had created. You were supposed to be my savior, my perfect love, the one who would make everything make sense. But now, looking back, I see it clearly. You were never who I thought you were. It's funny, isn't it? How we can convince ourselves of anything if we want it badly enough. I made excuses for you, for all the ways you hurt me, because the alternative, admitting you weren't right for me, was too hard to face. But now, I'm seeing things for what they are. You weren't my dream, you were my distraction, and I can't believe how long it took me to wake up from that. Act 3. Let the rain fall. When it all came crashing down, I wasn't ready for the aftermath. I thought I had prepared myself for the end, but nothing can prepare you for the flood that follows. The pain hit me like a storm I couldn't escape, and suddenly I was drowning in emotions I didn't know how to process. Ain't no tears left to cry, but somehow they keep falling. I kept telling myself that I was okay, that I was strong enough to get through it, but the truth is, I wasn't ready for how hard it would be to let go. The rain came, and it stayed longer than I expected, soaking me in sorrow I thought I had moved past. Every day felt like a battle between pretending I was fine and facing the reality that I wasn't. The world kept spinning, and I kept trying to catch up, but it was like the storm was following me, refusing to let me move on. I wanted to be stronger, to rise above the hurt, but sometimes the rain just has to fall. I realized then that maybe I needed to feel it all. The sadness, the loss, the heartache, because only through the rain could I find my way back to the light. Act 4. Ghostin'. You're still here, even though you've been gone for a while now. Isn't that strange? How someone can leave, but their presence still lingers, like a ghost that refuses to disappear. I've moved on, or at least I'm trying, but you haunt me in ways I didn't expect. Though I wish you were here instead. Don't want that living in your head. It's unfair, I know, to hold on to pieces of you while trying to give my heart to someone new. He sees the parts of me that are still broken, the pieces that you shattered, and he tries to love me through it. But how can he, when I'm still ghosting on you? I don't want to feel this way anymore. I don't want to be stuck between the past and the present, unable to let go of what we had even though I know it's over. But you left your mark on me, and no matter how much I want to forget, your memory keeps pulling me back. I wish I could let you go completely. I wish I could erase the parts of me that still belong to you. But ghosts don't leave that easily, do they? Act 5, thank you, next. I used to think that moving on meant forgetting, erasing everything we were, but now I see it differently. I don't have to forget you to move forward. I don't have to hate what we had to be grateful for what I've learned. One taught me love, one taught me patience, one taught me pain. You are all of those things to me. Love, patience, pain. And I'm thankful for every lesson, even the hard ones. You broke me, but in the process, you made me stronger. You taught me what I deserve, and now I know better. Now I know that I'm worth more than the heartbreak you left behind. I used to think you were my forever, but now I see that you were just a chapter, a necessary one, but a chapter nonetheless. And while I'll always carry the lessons you taught me, I won't carry the hurt. I won't hold on to the pain. So, thank you for the love, the heartbreak, and the growth, but it's time for me to turn the page. Next time, I'll love differently, I'll love better, I'll love myself first. Act 6, no tears left to cry. I didn't think I'd ever get to this place, the place where I could finally breathe without feeling like I was suffocating under the weight of everything that happened. But here I am, standing in the light, free from the storm that once held me captive. Right now, I'm in a state of mind I want to be in like all the time. It took time, it took healing, it took more tears than I thought I had left. But now, I'm here, and for the first time in a long time, I feel happy. Not the fleeting kind of happy that comes and goes, but the kind that fills you up and stays. I thought the pain would last forever, that I'd never stop feeling the weight of it. But now, the tears have dried and the smile is real. I'm not looking back anymore. The rain has passed, and I'm running towards the sun. The past is behind me, and all that's left to do is keep moving forward. Act 7, into the light. It wasn't easy, but I made it. I made it through the darkness, through the heartbreak, through the nights where I didn't think I could go on. And now, I'm standing in the light, stronger than I ever thought I could be. I'm picking it up, loving, living, I'm picking it up. I used to be afraid of the future, afraid of what comes next, but not anymore. Now, I'm excited. I'm excited to see where this new chapter takes me, excited to see what I can become, because I'm not the same person I was before. I'm stronger, I'm wiser, and I'm ready for whatever comes next. The darkness doesn't scare me anymore. The past doesn't haunt me. I've found my light, and I'm holding on to it. I'm living for me now, not for anyone else. And it feels good. It feels right. The scars are still there, but they remind me of how far I've come. I'm not defined by the hurt anymore. I'm defined by how I rose from it. And I'm ready for what's next.